taxi.
I got here as fast as I could.
Oh, sweetheart, thank you so much. I want you to sit down. I want to talk to you about Sloane's book.
The one about Victor Lord? Lord of the Banner?
Yes. It's going to be published in a few days.
Yes, I heard.
In it, Sloane insinuates. No, in fact, he accuses me of having killed Victor Lord. He says that I killed him by... Never mind the details. The thing is, I've just been so worried. It's funny, even just saying it now, it seems foolish to think that you would believe those lies instead of believing me. But I've worked myself into such a state of... Cassie.
My own mother. A murderer?
Cassie, it isn't true. How? Say it. How could you? Darling, I swear it. You've got to believe me. Cassie, please. Stay away! I never want to see you again! Honey, I love you.
You're back.
Yes.
Wonderful. What a surprise. I thought you were coming in later.
Flo and I took the red eye.
The red eye. All I see is beautiful, beautiful blue. I miss those eyes. I missed you.
Carol?
Marty, hi. I can't talk to you right now. I have to put these in storage.
Oh, wait a minute.
I can't.
Listen, I know what Todd did to you. You can run from me, but you can't run from the truth. Any more than I can.
What are you doing here?
Came to see my so-called brother.
Look, I'm not interested in talking to you about this.
Why don't you
case.
just get interested, okay, Buchanan? I want to know what's going on with you and Carol Swift. Why'd you bring her to the courtroom yesterday?
Look, was I not clear? I don't want to discuss this with you.
Me, Zach, even your own cousin Pal, we are almost free and clear with this rape thing. I'm not going to let anybody screw that up. You understand?
Is anybody home?
Thank God you're home.
Oh, it's better than a welcome wagon. Oh, look. Vicki and I caught the last flight out of Phoenix. I thought that, honey, oh. Look at me. Hey, listen. Nora, something's wrong, right?
Something's very wrong. And I don't think there's anything I can do to make it right.
How did you know that I was... what you said? Who told you?
It's okay.
Jason told you, didn't he? He's gonna tell everyone.
No, listen to me. It's okay. Jason didn't tell me anything.
Then how did you find out? Was it Kevin?
No. I figured it out on my own.
But you couldn't have.
After a while, it was the only thing that made sense. You testified in my defense, and then you came by the house afterwards, and you were still upset. You told me how glad you were that Todd was going to be punished, that he deserved it. You told me that again and again, but you never even mentioned Pal or Zach.
I didn't.
When Kevin and Jason brought you by the courthouse yesterday and you went off to talk to the DA, Todd got worried. I mean, really worried. And so it just all clicked. What had happened to me had happened to you. He raped you.
You must think I'm totally worthless.
No, I don't. It's okay. You're safe. We both are.
I don't know if I'll ever believe that again. At least you were strong. You fought back.
You think I was strong?
Yes, you went to the police. If I'd done that 2 years ago, maybe what happened to you, maybe Todd would have been in jail already.
We don't know that.
I waited too long to help you. You must hate me.
No, I don't. I came to see you because I wanted to tell you how grateful I am for what you've done. You did everything you could to help me. And if anyone knows, believe me, I know. That took guts.
Yeah, right. Carol courage. I mean, the truth is, I would still be out there hiding my dirty little secret if it hadn't been for Kevin Buchanan. He's really trying to help you.
All of us, man. We all made you president of Kappa Alpha Delta because we thought you were a great guy. And here you are, turning against your friends. You're even turning against your own cousin.
Look, Marty was raped, all right? By you, by Zach, and by Powell.
Look, she said that you raped her, too. Was she telling you the truth then?
I think she was a little confused about what you had done to her.
Oh, okay, I get it. If she's talking about you, she's lying. If she's talking about us, she's telling the truth.
Save your breath. All right, Todd, we have nothing to say to each other. In fact, why don't you just leave?
Not until you tell me why you dragged Carol Swift into court yesterday.
You know why.
Well, I guess if you believe Marty, you may as well believe that little slut also.
Carol's a slut?
Every inch of her.
Tell me something, Todd. Are all women sluts, or is it just the ones that you rape?
You better watch your step, Buchanan.
Oh, is that supposed to scare me? Sorry, Todd, but the only one in this room that's scared is you. Because you know you're going to prison.
What are you, high? Give me a break.
You think it's funny?
I think it's a riot. Well, can't you read? Your own family's newspaper said it this morning. We're gonna walk.
Look, get out.
No one's gonna call a few technical witnesses, and then we are out of here, man. We are free little birdies. So whatever your cutie Carol came up with to tell you and the DA just came a little bit too late. The prosecution rested its case. Doesn't matter what she says. See you? You better just get out of my face. There ain't nothing that you can do.
Yeah, an acquittal. I don't understand. This is great news, honey. Yeah, listen, if the press can smell an acquittal, you take it from me. You were close to home. What is this? Is this your way of keeping yourself from getting, like, overconfident or what? Huh?
No, really. In fact, I agree with the banner. Those boys are going to be acquitted.
What's the problem?
I think they did it, Bo.
You what?
I think they're guilty.
No, wait a minute. Is this some kind of a joke?
Have you ever heard me once joke about this case?
No.
I don't have any proof. I just have instinct and some new information.
Can you tell me?
Right from the start, there's been something a little off about this case. I excused it because they were 4 young kids. They were accused of a horrible, horrible crime. They were scared and shocked.
Yeah, well, and Marty, I mean, she hardly has a sterling reputation, right?
Right.
And?
And Kevin was adamant that he never, ever touched Marty. And those 3 boys, their story was definitely plausible. A little sleazy, maybe, but consensual sex with multiple partners is not a crime. And then things started to shift. And Marty changed her story, and Kevin was set free.
Yeah, he was, because he's innocent.
You know something, Bo? That day, he came to me, and he told me that he believed that Marty was telling the truth about those 3. From then on, he thought it. He knew it.
Well, no, you never told me about that.
And while you were gone, I put Todd Manning on the stand. And I don't know, it was just something. He lost it a few times, you know, and his anger was amazing. It was exactly...
What?
It was exactly like Marty described him, Bo, the night of the rape. Right down to the look in his eyes.
The look in his eyes? I mean, you can't use the old look in his eyes ploy to get the guy.
I know that. I'm the lawyer here. I understand. I told you I didn't have proof. I just had an instinct.
Okay, I'm sorry. Look, hey, honey, look. I'm on your side,
sorry.
remember?
I'm sorry. I'm upset. I miss you so much.
I know, I've missed you too, but look, I'm home. At least you don't have to go through all this alone. You said you had some new information?
That's the clincher. The girl who testified that she heard Marty screaming in the hall the night of the party, Carol Swift.
Yeah, no, I remember
She
her.
sat right here, Bo. And believe me, she was very convincing, and she told me that Todd Manning raped her at an out-of-town school function.
What?
Raped her, Bo. Marty was his first.
Does Hank know about this?
Yes. Yes. There's nothing he could do. It's all inadmissible, and it just would be the same thing all over again. It would be Carol's word against Todd's.
Hey, you believe her? You bought her word?
I think they're lying. I think they did it. I think they raped Marty. If they did, what does that make me? The person who's gonna get them off. What am I gonna do?
It's simple.
It is.
You call. You call, you tell them, you're off the case.
Now, they may try to improve a pad by making it thinner.
Are you kidding?
You sounded kind of funny on the phone when you called last night. There's nothing changed with your health, is there? Oh, you've finished the radiation? The cancer's gone?
Yes, of course. I'm fine. I just wanted to find out if you could come over.
Right away, you said, because we had to talk. And then you hung up so fast, I didn't have a chance to ask you why.
Did I? I'm really sorry.
So what's bothering you?
Well, there's nothing bothering me. Okay. Yeah, sure. There's something bothering me. I'm, just a little bit worried about something. Something that's really had me very, very, very upset. And, darling, I want to be the one to tell you. You're looking worse and worse. Really. Now, I'm your mother. I have to tell you these things. And I want you to think about this baby you're carrying. Reconsider my offer. Please, take a vacation with your husband alone. Pick any country you want. Stay away as long as you want. I'll pay all of the expenses.
Mother, stop. Okay, I'm not going anywhere, and neither is Andrew. He's running a church. He can't just go. I do not look awful. I am not exhausted. And there is not going to be any vacation. Now, I don't believe this is why you had me race over you this morning.
Well, it isn't.
What then?
It's that dreadful book of Sloane's.
Well, I'm happy to hear about Clint's recovery. Did he take the news about Cord okay?
Yeah, he was fine on that. In fact, that's what we talked about most of the time we were together, Cord and how to help him.
Is Cord any better?
No. I talked to Tina last night. There's been absolutely no change. A year and a half out of Cord's life is gone.
Well, then Cord still thinks he's married to Tina.
Yes. So there can be not one mention of Kane Rogan.
Well, of course not. May I get you something? You just came from the airport. You must be hungry or thirsty.
No. I have to actually go home.
Well, I thought you'd stay.
I'm sorry. Would be nice to stay. Just the two of us alone? That would be
Yes,
very nice.
yes, it would. You've been gone for days. I've missed you. Every long hour. And then we have a 5-minute visit and you're out of my life again.
I don't want it this way.
Neither do I. But I know crises must be dealt with.
Would you come with me?
You want me to come with you to Landfair?
I want you everywhere in my life. Will you come?
My darling, wild horses couldn't hold me back.
I'm serious, Bo. Withdrawing from this case is not an option.
No, of course it's an option. Your clients lied to you.
Oh, you don't understand.
No, I understand. These guys are a bunch of rapists.
Okay. You want to yell or you want to discuss this? Thank you. Now, first of all, I don't even think the judge would allow me to withdraw.
Why not?
In a day or two, this trial goes to the jury. If I withdraw now, it would be a mistrial. Everything, all the court's time would be wasted. We'd have to start all over again, right from the very beginning. A waste of taxpayers' money. The judge would be just a little more than ticked off if I even asked.
What, it doesn't matter what you think?
Yes, of course it does. And I don't think I should withdraw either.
You want to run that by me again?
Oh, how can I make you understand this? My entire life has been the law. I uphold it. I honor it. I love it. With every fiber of my being, I believe that everyone is entitled to a fair defense.
Then fine. Then let someone else present the defense.
In a day or two, the lives of those 3 young men are going to go to a jury. I cannot back out now.
They've been lying to you from the get-go. Now you know that.
No, I think they have been lying. And until they confess, it is my duty, it is my moral responsibility as a lawyer to stand by them and to defend them zealously until the end. Do you understand that?
No, I can't. I will never understand that.
You're right. I did have trouble sleeping last night. I've had trouble for weeks. Because of Sloane's book? Oh, please, that disgusting piece of trash doesn't deserve to be called a book. Honey, he tells terrible lies about me, and he goes out of his way to attack me.
Okay, what did he say?
He says he downright accuses me of marrying Victor for his money.
Well, you've had to deal with rumors about that before. Come on, if you've been able to handle them in the past, you'll be able to handle them now. The publicity for a book only lasts a few weeks, so what's the big deal?
Honey, I don't want you to be hurt.
Why would I be hurt?
Because you might believe these lies. Honey, promise me, please, that you won't believe them. Please,
Mother,
promise me.
Yes, I heard all that stuff about you marrying Victor years ago when I first came to Landview. Why should I be hurt now?
I would like to take certain parts of Sloane's anatomy and hang them over a pawn shop door.
Mother, you gotta get a grip. Right? Why are you so upset? A couple of paragraphs about your marriage to Victor? Come on, it's just a little tiny bit of the whole book.
No, it isn't. There's more. There's lots more.
Okay. What is it then? Mother. If only I'd come forward a week ago, I could have really helped you.
You can't keep blaming yourself.
None of this is fair, is it?
The trial?
Yes. I mean, they have you sit there day after day with Todd's lawyer just saying all those things about you.
Yeah. Sweet-faced Todd sits there all pure and innocent, rubs his eyes and wonders why anybody can say anything bad about him.
I really thought you were going to win. And then I guess when you changed your testimony about Kevin...
I had to do what was right. Kevin was innocent. I know it's pretty much wrecked my chances. Trial's gonna end tomorrow or the next day. And they'll go free.
Maybe not. Still one more chance.
What?
After the DA said he couldn't use my evidence, Kevin had me tell my story to one more person.
Who?
Todd's lawyer, Nora Gannon.
Don't you realize what they did to Marty? Not just to her body, to her, you know, but to her mind, to her life.
They are entitled to the best.
I've been through all of this, okay? Believe me, I know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know you do, Bo. I know Sarah was raped.
All right,
I know what you've been
they did to
going
her was absolutely devastating. You understand? It was way beyond brutal.
I know, and I'm sorry.
And the only thing I could do was help her try to pick up the pieces of her life and just pray to God that she was able to put her life back together. So don't tell me that you have to defend rapists, because I don't buy that. And I never will.
Bo! 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 Bo!
Hi, Miss Gannon. You said you wanted to talk to me.
Yes, I did, Todd. Thank you for coming by. Come on in, please. Thank you for being so prompt, Todd. I just want to go over a few points in your testimony. It'll help me write my closing statement.
Glad to be a help.
Sit down.
Thanks. I think you're doing a great job, Nora. Hal and Zach and I, you know, we can't thank you enough.
No thanks are necessary.
Sorry, I got a little nervous on the stand yesterday.
Oh, and it didn't help about grilling you afterwards. I'm sorry.
Well,
You know, considering all the pressure you're under, you told your side of the story very well.
thanks. I thought it was a little rough at spots.
You mean like when you lost your temper during the cross-examination?
Well, the DA was confusing me. Like I said, I got rattled. I just hope that the jury understands that it was just a case of nerves.
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about it. The judge always instructs the jury to look at all the testimony and all the evidence. I mean, one thing rarely dominates.
Good.
So when you lost your temper, I'd never seen you like that before.
Look, it was, just all the pressure, you know? I mean, when you play football, you don't got to be nervous for that long. If you are, you just go out and slam a few heads, work it out.
Yeah, well, we in the courtroom kind of frown on the slamming of heads.
I guess.
There is one thing I noticed.
What's that?
Carol Swift.
What about her?
Why did she testify against you?
I don't know. Hates guys, I guess, something like that.
Why does she hate you in particular?
I don't know. I mean, I hardly even know her.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean in all the years that you were at the same college, you never had any contact with her at all?
None that I can think of, no.
No classes together?
Nope.
No activities?
No.
Dates?
No.
Thank you, Todd. I finally did it.
What?
I caught you in a lie.
Kevin, I am so proud of you.
Oh, well, thanks, but I didn't really do anything.
You convinced Carol Swift to come forward with her story.
It was Jason that got her to open up.
Well, that's another thing. Just to help Marty, you managed to bury all the hostility between you and Jason.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. One day we're knocking heads, and the next day we're working together.
You know, after everything you've been through with Marty, it would certainly be understandable if you just wanted to walk away from everything.
I just wish there was something I could point to that could change things.
Well, you say this Carol Swift took her story to Nora.
Yeah, but I don't know what Nora's gonna do about it. Nora might not even believe her, although I don't see how that would be possible.
Certainly leaves Nora Gannon with quite a dilemma.
Dilemma? Nora's dilemma doesn't compare to what Marty is up against. Marty was raped, and now she's about to get raped by the courts. Nora has got to do the right thing. She just has to.
It's called Lost Children of the World. It's a wonderful organization that helps little orphans the world over.
It sounds wonderful.
Oh, it is. Angela Holliday's deeply involved in it, and I want to give them a donation. The question is, how big?
Mother.
And I think it's all because of you.
What?
Darling, you were lost to me all those years when you were growing up. That's what made it so special, right from the start. Now admit it. Isn't it nice to see your mother so involved with other people?
Can we stop, please?
Stop what?
Mother, you finally admitted to me that you couldn't sleep because of something Sloane's written about you in his book. But instead of telling me what it is, you're going on and on about some charity.
It isn't just some charity.
Mother, when are you going to tell me the truth? All right, fine. Don't. But I don't have time for this. So when you're ready to talk, when you're really ready to talk, give me a call. We'll try it again.
Coward.
After you finished telling Nora Gannon what Todd had done to you, did she give you any idea what she was going to do about it?
No. She was really sympathetic and everything, but I just couldn't tell what she was thinking.
Lawyers are like that.
Maybe she'll tell Todd that he has to plead guilty.
I don't think so. Listen, it was really nice of you to do that for me.
You know what really scares me, Marty?
What?
If Todd does get off, neither one of us will ever feel safe again.
Before you ask me what Kevin meant about Nora earlier, let me tell you that an awful lot happened while we were away.
No, don't worry. I'm all caught up. I'm up to date on that because I just had a little talk with Nora.
Did she tell you about Carol Swift?
Yeah. She says Kevin brought the girl in there and had her tell her whole story.
Yeah. Well, Kevin wasn't sure, but was Nora convinced?
Definitely. She thinks they're guilty.
What's she going to do?
Nora said that she wouldn't withdraw from this case, and then I just sort of spoke my mind.
Darling, listen. After what Austin did to Sarah, it is certainly understandable that you would be very emotional about rape.
Yeah, you can say that again. But Nora thinks that they need somebody to stand by them and just defend them until the bitter end.
I see her point.
What?
Look, she may not like her clients, but they have placed their lives in her hands, and that's a very delicate balance. Look, I mean, I can look at Marty, and I can see how she suffered, and I just want to explode. And then I look at my cousin, Powell, and I think how young he is and how guilty he must feel. And it breaks my heart.
Yeah, but he committed the crime, not Marty. Now, she's going to end up a big loser in that courtroom if Nora gets those other three off.
Yes, but from Nora's position, she has an obligation to give those boys the best defense possible. Just as a doctor would have to treat them as well as he could if they came in injured. Look, this is not just black and white. And sometimes, Bo, the people we love don't do what we want them to do.
I checked with the athletic department. You and Carol Swift spent a weekend together at a conference for team captains.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Okay, yeah, now I remember why I know her. Yeah, it had been so long, I had completely forgotten about her. But it was some sportsmanship thing. No big deal.
For someone who lies as often as you do, I thought you'd be much better at it.
I'm not lying.
Someone should have told you a long time ago you don't lie to your own defense attorney.
Look, man, you gotta chill out, all right? I'm not lying to you. You're going to the athletic department for anyway. You're supposed to be my lawyer, right?
Well, I guess I checked with them because I knew you wouldn't tell me the truth. You see, Carol Swift came to me yesterday, Todd, and she told me everything.
Yeah, like what?
Like you raped her. Just like you raped Marty Saybrook.
Oh, God. Now, I can't even believe that you're telling me this. I mean, you listen to her after she testified against me? I mean, whose side do you want anyway,
I
lady?
just want the truth, Todd.
All right, well, here's the truth for you, okay? Nobody got raped.
Oh, yeah? Then why do women keep saying the word and pointing at you, Todd?
I don't know. All right. You know what that Carol chick is? You know what that is? That she's a copycat. That's what that is. She saw all this attention that Marty's getting, and now she wants some of it.
No, Todd, no. No woman ever wants that kind of attention, ever. Let's just stop the shouting, all right? Why don't we just calmly, quietly, and honestly tell the truth here? I deserve that, Todd. Admit it. You raped Marty.
What is with you today, huh? One word from that lying little slut, and now I'm guilty. Carol can't prove a thing. Neither can Marty. Now, this case is all but over. You should just thank God you're on the winning side.
You raped Carol Swift, and you raped Marty Saybrook.
That's garbage that somebody put in your head. You're my lawyer. So you better get it out of your head. Right now.
The bigger your corn gets, the smaller.
Would you like to know how I spent my morning?
Not really.
We can do this outside or in.
Come in.
Thank you.
What do you want?
What I want is to see a copy of Lord of the Banner without all those hideous lies about me. Would you happen to have one of those lying around?
I thought you wanted to talk about your morning.
Yes. I spent the morning with my daughter, my dear, sweet, innocent daughter, trying to explain those vicious lies. I couldn't find the words. I couldn't. It didn't. Because all I could think about was the pain that I was going to see in her eyes while she listened.
Dorian, if Cassie is hurt in any way because of my book, I'm terribly sorry. What I wrote is factual. If there's blame, it's yours, not mine. Good day.
I'm afraid I'm not finished.
I think you are.
When Vicky comes back from visiting Clint in Arizona, and if she has read your book, what's going to happen when she walks up to you and throws it in your face? Or do you think she's going to like those awful things you wrote about her father?
Vicky is back.
Is she?
We spent the morning together. Hate to disappoint you, she's not angry.
Oh. Now, what do you suppose that means?
Pardon me?
Think about it. It means
that she hasn't read your book yet. Doesn't that seem a little bit odd?
She hasn't had time.
Oh, please. You don't believe that any more than I do. No. It means she's afraid to read it. Because she knows that then she won't let you within 100 yards of Landfair or her. Trashing Daddy is a great big no-no.
That is absurd.
You want to bet on it? No, of course you don't. I'll also bet one other thing. That when your book is published, the dust has settled, and you're out the door, she's going to go back to Clint. Because he never did anything to her father like you're about to do. Have a good life.
Marty! Oh, come in. Come in, please.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm okay, I guess, considering. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I just was in Arizona for a few days, but I've been trying to keep up with the trial.
Oh, right. How is Mr. Buchanan doing?
Oh, he's healing very nicely, thank you.
Good.
It's just going to be a long time before he can travel.
Right.
Did you come to see Kevin?
Yeah, I sort of just took a chance that he'd be here.
Yes. I think he's upstairs. Why don't you let me buzz him on the intercom?
Vicki, I don't know if you know this, but he's been doing an awful lot to try and help me.
Yeah. I understand he took Carol Swift to see Nora.
Yeah. The DA couldn't use her testimony. And Kevin... I mean, that was really nice of him to keep fighting like that. For me. After all the hurt I caused him, your whole family. And I just thought I should come and say thank you.
Marty, we all want to help you. What was done to you was so wrong, so terribly wrong. And I think the idea that those boys might get away with it is right now more than Kevin can take.
I just keep wondering what Nora Gannon's gonna do. I mean, is she gonna make the truth come out, or is she just gonna go ahead and get those guys acquitted?
Hi.
Hi yourself.
I've been thinking.
About?
Us.
Good or bad?
Well, good. I hope. Look, I'm not going to change the way I feel about those three guys and what they did to Marty.
You shouldn't have to.
And I'm not going to change what I feel that you should do about this case.
Okay.
But I know that you have to do what you think is right.
Thank you.
And I'll support you. No matter what your decision is, I'll support you. Because I love you. And I love you now as much or more than I ever did before.
Oh. Thank you. I love you.
Well, I can muster up at least one decent apology every other year.
Well, you should memorize that one, because that was good. You can use it again.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And I have something I ought to tell you, too.
Okay.
I am a lawyer right down to my bones. And I will stand and deliver whenever it is my responsibility. But I can think of no earthly reason why I have to stand by while three liars who are guilty as sin get away without so much as a slap on the wrist, and I don't know what it's going to take, but I am going to get them to tell the truth.
How?
I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know how. It's not going to be through Todd. He was here earlier, and we had it out.
Well, no, he was here?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did he stick to his story?
Like glue.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to keep trying. Fortification. Yes, can I speak to Powell Lord, please? Hi, Powell. It's Nora Gannon. I'm fine, Powell. How are you? Good. Powell, I need to see you. I'd like you to meet me at the courthouse. No, not this afternoon. Right now. We need to talk.
It's a